back to another episode of Hard Reads. I'm multitasking and playing Fortnite at the same time because I need to finish discovering all these hotspots. I'm TKbreezy. This is Austy. Austy, how you doing?
Bro, you sound like a gamer right now, man. You're going hard at that. So you're doing Fortnite? That's episode 2 or I know nothing about Fortnite. So that's a sequel.
It's basically set 2. So they're like,
okay. How are you doing?
There's 17 people left. I've killed 2 people. I'm God. The other thing though is like what we're talking about today. So guys, I just came back from Summit. So we'll be talking about a decent amount of Summit today. If you guys did not watch Summit, I think you missed out on some great shit. Also at Summit, brought up another point of interest to me, and that was like friendship versus competition. And this is mostly based off of just ESAM in general, but there's been some very salty moments with ESAM as of recent, with like players and kind of being salty about like them not, I guess not benefiting him as a player or some shit like that. In multiple multiple situations. Like one, he had the thing with Cosmos where Cosmos was on his team and Cosmos didn't help him get voted in. And then at Summit, I guess he had asked Samsora to play, so like he could like practice or whatever. And then Samsora found out he had to play Mute, and so he was like, "No, I'm not gonna play you. I'm not gonna help you out against Mute, right?" So then he goes on to lose the Mute in a Game 5 situation, which there's another thing we have to talk about that, but we'll get to that when we get to that. And I think I had one more topic. I think we're supposed to do a Q&A at the end. So if you guys ever have any questions, today's the day to ask them, even though we usually look into questions in general anyway. So yeah, a lot of good stuff to talk about.
Bro,
Anything I didn't talk about that, by the way, because I feel like maybe I missed something on the other side since I was at Summit for an entire week.
No, dude, there's nothing. OS NYC did some stuff, brand new venue over there, but that's more of a local thing.
Yeah.
But so Summit, like I didn't even know about this ESAM drama. Was this on Twitter or was this in person or like?
This was in person. He got on the mic and he was like, right after he lost the Mute, he got on the mic and he was like, Samsora, you're a bitch for not playing me or whatever, right? And Samsora was like, look, man, you lost. You got to hold that. But it was a big thing, and I'll explain the whole situation a little later. But it was one of those things where it's like I understand why, like ESAM's my boy, I'm saying I fucks with him pretty heavy, but I do understand why people don't like him at times, and it's little issues like that where it's like, dude, come on, man, like why did you just take the loss and move on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's in all honesty, like Samsora doesn't have any right to have to play him. There's no obligation for him. Yeah. If he chooses to, he's just helping ESAM out, which is a homie move. But he's friends with Mute, so there's that whole shipping and competition. So what are your thoughts on that? Like should Samsora feel obligated to play with him? Because I feel like no.
Yeah. But the thing is, so ESAM had 2 arguments here. So it was okay. He was like, okay, like in a normal circumstance, okay, I would not, if he knew how to play Snake and Samsora had to play against MVD and it was regular tournament, he was like, I would not help out Samsora. And I was like, okay, but like, what's the difference between doing that here and in Summit? Because Summit is still a tournament. Like, I mean, invitation or not, there's still a bracket. This shit still counts for PGR stuff. Like, it matters. And I'd argue to say it matters more than playing someone in a regular tournament sometimes, depending on how big the tournament is. Especially with the amount of money that was put on the line. So like, even just going to Summit made you money, basically.
Yeah, you can go 0-6 or whatever, and you still get some money.
I mean, I think that's what happened with Arfang. I'm pretty sure he didn't win a single set or game, and he still made some decent money. So shouts to Arfang. I mean, I know that he wanted to win some games. Just unfortunate that there was a lot of close games where I feel like he was one confirm away from actually taking the game, and he just didn't get the confirm. So it was like, oh, rip. But yeah, man. I mean, you just make money for going to Summit, and I think that because it's just top player versus top player, or like back to back, that it's not. I won't say it's counted for more, but it definitely seems like a harder thing to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Like to just beat top players back to back to back, like until you win. Shouts to MKLeo for doing it again, by the way. But
yeah, there's so many benefits to going to Summit as a player, right? Because not only do you get like the exposure and people get to see your personality and you can try to like brand off of that. Yeah. The more important thing for a lot of players is that it's a grind fest. Like people always feel like they level up after Summit because you're playing nothing but top players. Like imagine if you had that for like a month. I'd be
leveling up. I leveled up as just playing I played Void most of the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, he showed me a bunch of shit about Sheik that I wasn't doing. So, you know, like delaying my nair to get combos, delaying my fairs, or fair being 100% ultra safe. So,
Bro, that's why I like going over to Nairos, because like I feel like I level up a little bit once I'm over there. But I gotta go back over because you're just playing a top player. Like even someone the caliber of Nairo who's like almost messing around with certain characters, he still like knows what he's doing. Like he'll expose your bad habit.
Nairo's fucking nice.
Yeah, man, he got third. Man, like I wanted Nairo to pull it all the way again, but
I think we're too biased for Nairo. Like I feel like every time he shows up, he's just like, you know, I think I want Nairo to win. So
yeah, that's fair. Honestly,
I mean, he's the people's champ, basically.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I wouldn't. Maybe not on the same line as like Mango from Melee, but very, very close to that. You know, people.
He's close.
Not many people dislike Nairo winning. You know, no one will ever complain about Nairo winning.
I mean, well, if you want, I think you know what it is. Really, it's like once you start winning too much, that's when people stop liking you, and that sucks. That's like the thing is like, oh, this guy's been winning way too much.
That's in anything though.
Yeah.
Like
under me.
Yo, bro, check it. But MK Leo like was an example of a player that wait, a bot killed you?
Top 3, and there was a bot still in it. Like that's crazy. MK Leo as a player. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay. MK Leo as a player, you know, back in Smash 4 when he was being discovered, it was like he was the underdog. Everyone liked watching him win, and especially when he was proving himself. People you know were kind of shady at first because they thought he was overrated. But then when he got some wins at Gommel and they proceeded to beat Zero and getting first place at certain tournaments, it's like, oh wow, MK Leo's hype. You know, he's playing Marth. That's hype. And then Ultimate comes around and he starts winning everything, and because he's like the new Zero of Ultimate. And now like he goes from being the protagonist to like I wouldn't say he's a villain, but there's definitely a lot of people that don't like him winning, you know.
Yeah, that's such a weird thing to do. Is like he's the best player in the world. You're expecting my man to win all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And instead of like, but you're upset about it for some reason. Like, what is he gonna do? Just like, all right, well, everyone's mad at me. Let me just start throwing some games. Like, that's definitely not the wave.
No, because that's crappy. Like, if you start doing that, like, then it becomes like, are we just crafting a story? Should we just go into wrestling territory and just craft these stories beforehand? You know, like, no, like this is like an actual competition. Like, he's got it.
Yeah.
And then, so I was looking at the results of the top 8, and I was looking. I saw Sam got 5th. He got 5th. Zachary ended up getting all the way to 7th, and I was surprised not to see DeBuzz in top 8 again. Because I thought he was playing pretty well that tournament before.
He was like, dude, at the beginning, like I won't say at the beginning of the tournament, but like definitely early on, he was definitely kind of slapping on.
Yeah, like I remember watching him in pools. He was like blowing people up. I forgot who he was playing. Maybe it was just Darfang.
Oh, I definitely could have got that kill. All right. Anyway, top 3, baby, top 3.
Let's go.
All right, that's cool. So yeah, no, he was slapping up pretty early, but I guess I guess he just ran against the wrong people, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, Samsora was definitely on a tear this weekend, and if it wasn't for MKLeo stopping that fucking run, he would have won. Yeah, he would have won it for like I think no one else was going to beat him outside of MKLeo. But I mean, when MKLeo did beat him, it was so dominant. It's like, all right, well, you can't take anything away from MKLeo. He destroyed this man. Like that was gross. That was gross.
Yeah.
So,
oh, another player not in top 8 though. Tweak. You know, because you know he lost to Leffen early on, which was no one called. Or there were a lot of people going into debt and having to get some financial issues because of the bets placed on that match.
But also, I mean, Tweak he's not doing well with his emotions. Yeah. And that's actually what's finishing him off more than anything else is that like he will take one loss throughout the entire weekend and then immediately just start playing like shit. So like that was basically what happened. He didn't even look like, he lost, I think in pools or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, like I feel like everything just started going downhill. And that was one of the things that Korean actually said is just like Tweak, man, he takes his losses way too hard. Sometimes like he just will never believe that like, all right, sometimes I'm just playing bad today, that he just takes it to like the most extreme, like I am so garbage, and it's like it's not like that, man. It's not like that at all. Sometimes you just don't pop, and sometimes you do pop. So
he's always been an emotional player, you know, like ever since the Smash 4 days. Like it's good that Korean's his coach now, ever since he got picked up by TSM, because I feel like that was what I talked to Korean about when he was coaching Void and like some of the strategies that he employed. And he said a majority of it is mental. Like a lot of it's just mental coaching, like just letting them know that like you can't get inside your own head and to be there after a set to try to like bring them back out. But when you're too down in there, like it becomes hard. And also as Korean, like who do you coach in that situation? Like
he said he just tells them both. He literally just said he was like, I tell them both, and they they do what they want with it.
Okay.
Thanks, nice face plant. Yeah, they do what they want with it. So they just this is what he does. There's some of his bad habits, there's some of your bad habits, and then they do what they want with it. And it looks like Leffen just did a little more with it.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, what was the set? I didn't even get to see the set. So what was the set count on that?
I didn't watch it either, but I heard it was 3-0. Which is what,
that's rough.
Yeah, and it was,
I was there, but I'm pretty sure I went to sleep.
Pokemon trainer versus Pokemon trainer too. So
yeah, got to play Leffen as well. Leffen's nice. I got to play Virum as well. Virum actually just goes Charizard the whole time. Went to game 5. That was fun. But yeah, he's nice. And
why then I played Charizard.
I don't know. He loves it though. And then I played a lot of SoCal. I don't ever want to play friendlies with SoCal ever again. Like outside of Korean and Void, all SoCal camps, not camps, but they're all they don't commit to anything. So SoCal will never make the first move. They'll just stand like literally like 2 character lengths away from you, wait for you to do anything like the entire game. And I'm like, all right, man. I'm
they used to be the tri-state play, back in the day,
bro. I'm good. Like
they're just trying to play optimally, man.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, it was optimal. I'm not mad. I was like, damn, I have no patience for this in a friendly. So it is what it is. Up next, though, so as we were talking about, so we're gonna go through any thoughts on Esam's commentary style or him going off on Samsora? I have a couple thoughts on a lot of that. First, I think let's go ahead and give a shout out to all the players who got up there and commentated. Mars did very well. Light did very well outside of the times where he was kind of over explaining things at times, but for the most part, it was good. DeBuzz did very well. Leffen always does well. Esam did well too, but there is some stuff, great grievances I had with them. And I actually told them this earlier. So like the second day, him and DeBuzz were on the couch together with like me, Coney, and like someone else. I think it might have been Virum. And they were just like arguing. No. Actually, it was me, one other commentator, and I think it was Kataro, and then 3 players. And they were just continuing to arguing over like one interaction that happened like years ago. But it wasn't like with the bomb thing where we were like meme arguing. Like they were like literally arguing about like, oh, well, why did he roll on? Well, he didn't cover it like this. Well, yeah, but he could have covered it like this. Well, yeah, well, he could have did it like this. And this went on for like 40 seconds. So then you miss like 5-6 interactions. And then, so when we took a break, I was like, DeBuzz, I'm so mad. Like, so we took a break and just, you know how DeBuzz speaks, but he said it so, he gets up and he's like, well, I think that was a really good commentary block. And I was like, no, it fucking wasn't. I was like, no, it wasn't. And he was like, what? And I was like, you guys just sat and argued over the dumbest shit. And I was like, and Esam, you're not on screen. Stop talking about Pikachu. Like, no one fucking cares what Pikachu can do in this moment. You know what I'm saying? If it's Lucina versus Game & Watch, and Lucina can't get up there to punish Game & Watch in time or whatever, but Pikachu can, no one fucking cares. Like, it's not time to talk about Pikachu right now. And he was like, you know what? You're right. So he cut it down a little later. But that was something, I hate when people do that shit. Like I hate when commentators do the same thing when they're like, in this position where they're like, I wouldn't have made that move, or wow, that was a really dumb option. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason why you're a commentator and not a top player is that reason. You like, yeah, you're good at, talking about the game, but you obviously aren't that amazing at making split-second decisions like top players.
This is just a section for, these players are not commentators. That's the thing. Like, right. They're just jumping on the mic because it's Summit style. So it's like giving them an opportunity, to right. Try it out. So, we can't be as critical towards them because that's not their craft. I'm going to be critical because I'm definitely going to be critical of Esam because he wants to be like, he feels like he's the best player commentator. And usually I'll give him that. Like, he's really good at talking and, pointing out situations. But that bringing up your character every chance you get is fucking stupid. Don't do that. Like, that'd be like every time someone used the side B
and it didn't spike, I was like, but we fit spike. Like, who fucking cares? Like, you know what I mean? Like, no one fucking cares. You know what I'm saying? So I just, it's bad commentary. Like, that's the only thing I had a gripe with of his, was that he continued to find a way to interject Pikachu into the game or himself into the game. And that's not good commentary ever. Other than that, like, he had really good knowledge on the game. So, you know what I'm saying? Can't take anything away from that. Him, DeBuzz, Mars, especially during that Pac-Man set was amazing. Like, we needed that. But yeah. But on the other side of things, we had, you know, the Esam Samsora drama, which is why Esam was pretty much getting memed on the entire time. So there's two sides of the story, basically. So Esam, like, wanted to play Samsora, right? Because he wanted practice, I guess, into the Peach matchup. But I personally think that he didn't do that just randomly. He did that because he knew he had to play Mute Ace, right?
Well, that was what I was under the impression.
Right. So he did that because he knew he had to play Mute Ace. So I think Samsora didn't know that he knew, or that he had to play Mute Ace, until after he already agreed. And so when he found out he had to play Mute Ace, he was like, oh, no, I mean, that's my boy. I'm not going to practice the matchup so that you can, like, get better at it so you can go beat my boy. Like, he should already have enough practice anyway. He plays enough Peaches and he's beaten Mute Ace before. So he doesn't play Esam. Esam goes up there, pretty much wins the set, except for game 4 where he decides to go for this fucking skydive back air and he kills himself. So there's a bonus game and he loses the bonus game. So and then he comes downstairs and he's like, wow, Samsora's a bitch for not playing me because he knew I had to play Mute Ace. And I literally just said, I was like, yeah, but the thing is, it shouldn't even fucking matter because you won game 4 and you killed yourself. And he was like, well, that's fair. And I was like, yeah, so like all this complaining shit is whack. I said that shit on the mic. I was like, but you won that set. Like you SD'd. So I have no sympathy. You know, I had no sympathy for you about like, oh, he didn't play me. Like, obviously you knew what you were doing because you got it. You were up 2-1 and you almost got the 3-1, but you SD'd and then you had to play a bonus game. And I guess you got in there all rattled and shit. And then you got bodied. So that was Esam part number 1. And I think the chat was just like, wow. Like, first of all, you're talking about Samsora and like, you know, bias aside, obviously it's my son or whatever, but me and Esam go back. So I don't have no horse in this race. But Samsora is like America's sweetheart, especially after pulling that Samantha shit. So that was the wrong time to be pulling up on Samsora. And then 2, there's a level of entitlement that I just don't like. Like, Esam was going around pretty much the entire venue after that saying like, oh, it's Summit, you know, it's different. It's not different. Like, you're still playing someone that, like, friendship will always beat competition IMO unless you're not that good of friends. That's why Cosmos didn't vote for Esam, because friendship is bigger than your sponsor. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has friends that are not on PG that he would rather see in, right? And if you were to reverse that situation and Samsora had to play MVD, and I said this earlier, but if you had a reverse situation and Samsora had to play MVD, and Esam knew how to play Snake, so Samsora was like, yo, I want to play your Snake so I can get ready for MVD, I'm pretty sure Esam would have been like, nah, I'm good. That's my boy. I don't want to give you like some type of advantage on him or whatever like that. Because that is what friendship is. Like, and any other day, you know, I'm like, if you're asking me just random ass friendlies, I'm going to learn the matchup. Cool. But if you're literally asking me to play Wii Fit because you want to beat one of my best friends who's also a Wii Fit main, nah, I'm good. No, we're not doing that.
Man, it could have just been like him having a salty moment because he lost a set that he should have won, and so he was just reaching for something to just say in the heat of the moment. And I mean, did it feel like he backed up, but like he backpedaled from it, or was he still insistent?
No, he didn't backpedal. I think he never said it again, but he definitely was going around the venue kind of taking quick jabs with, oh yeah, man, I'll play anybody at Summit because it's Summit.
Oh, okay.
So stuff like that. Also, Steele has a pretty good point. He said, I mean, you always see Leffen and Armado waiting to or wanting to play pairs who use the same character of their next matchup, but I'm sure they don't get salty if people won't play. Dude, the thing is though, they'll play anyone. So like, even if like fucking Leffen had to play against Void Sheik, and I'm probably the second best Sheik there because I'm the only one that's still playing him, and he like goes up to Plup. I'm already playing someone else, but I'm like not playing Sheik on the screen, so he didn't ask. But he goes up to Plup and he's like, yo, Plup, you got a Sheik? And he's like, not really. He's like, well, can you just play it anyway? And he's like, sure. I mean, they just want to see the character on the screen, man.
Mewtwo King does the same thing when Mewtwo King in Melee, like he'll He'll purposely, he doesn't care, like, even if you don't play the character, he just wants to get used to, like, maybe even just comboing the opponent and maybe seeing how they DI and reacting, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's enough. Just like, a refresher of sorts.
Yeah. So that was a weird little interaction between Samsora and Esam. But I think Esam's public image right now is he's kind of shooting himself in the foot because like, you know, he is very arrogant, and like that's okay because like even though he's arrogant, he's allowed to do that, but he'll also admit if he's getting fucked up, and like that's like a double-sided sword. Like if he's bodying you, he's gonna tell you he's bodying you, but if you're bodying him, he'll be like, wow, you're bodying my shit, and like that's good. But right now he's starting to look like a whiner, you know what I'm saying, for multiple things. Like he was whining about the Cosmos not voting him, and now he's whining about the same sort of thing, and that's not gonna be a good look in the long term, especially when you already have somewhat of an image of being like arrogant and brash, and people don't like that shit. But now you're being arrogant, brash, and you're whining, and that's three really bad traits to have on top of each other. So,
well, hopefully he cleans it up for the future, because you know how Smash is. Like they forget stuff a lot. Like I give it like a month, as long as he's not like, in the public image, or if he stops talking about it, like people they'll forget. So yeah, like R-Fang and Roach Fang, like I feel like that might be dropped. I'm not sure. Well,
I don't know. It's gonna be some time. Especially with the summon chat. Dude, other thing is fuck summon chat, man. I
never looked at it.
So Smash chats are usually trash, but summon chat was like on a different level. It was like, I don't know, man. It was like if you brought all the toxicity of Xbox Live back to Smash and then doubled it. That's what the summon chat. That's what the summon chat was. Oh man!
Do you think it's because it's on the Summit channel, so like they're getting all these people from other games?
I think it might be the Summit style, to be honest, man. There isn't enough toxicity to go around in pools because most people don't watch pools. But you're gonna watch the entirety of Summit because it's just top player on top player on top player. Oh man! So Viren said the only time he went to peep the Summit chat was when he went back to watch the talent show. Yeah, it was fucking gross. Big shout outs to Viren, by the way, for being the man's on the couch, man. He was definitely the salmon cowl for the Talent show
to rein y'all in.
And whenever me and Vera were on the couch, I felt like that was the most intellectual commentator couch. Like when it came up to like just the commentators, no players, because like we were bouncing ideas off each other the entire time, and that shit was lit. So once the first block of us being done, I was like, you know what, Vera, I'm getting more blocks with you, bro. Like something like the jokes and shit is fun, but I'm tired of people acting like I don't know shit about the game, bro. Because we like to tell a lot of jokes. So I need a Viren block where we just fucking intellect off. You know what I'm saying? Frame data is out, theory crafting's out. We doing it all.
Your little hats, some monocles. You got it.
It's gonna be some shit. But big shouts to Viren. big shouts to everybody on the couch. To be honest.
No, honestly, you guys killed it. Every single one of you.
Yeah, except for Kataro, because fuck Kataro. But anyway.
Bro, what is going on between you two, dog?
That's us, man. This is how me and Katara are, man. There was a Reddit thread about it. People are like, wow, look at the beef. I was like, nope, that's just how me and Katara are, bro. Like we played Mad Friendlies that weekend. You know what I'm saying? There's no beef between us like that. But people are really like, wow, I can't believe. Oh, man.
It's all an act, man. You pulled the curtain right in front of them.
So I can't think of anything else that really happened at Summit. The skits were amazing. I'm glad that we got to shoot the Shark King skit. I pitched that, and they really went with it. The Friendlies thing, I don't know who pinched that, but that was a really good skit as well.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you got to go back. It's like a sitcom type deal where they pretty much take all the sitcom tropes.
I did see that. Yeah.
So Friendlies was good. And the gameplay altogether was good. The auxiliary gameplay stuff for the ping pong competition was funny. The talent show competition was funny. And then the top players were just really cool, man. I mean, I really got to play a decent amount of them that I haven't got to play before. Like I never actually got to play Leffen, and I'm surprised that he actually wanted to sit down and play me. So that was lit. But I spent a lot of time playing Void as well. Spent a lot of time on my Sheik, losing on my Sheik, and then swapping the Wii Fit trainer and bodying the shit out of people. I was like, I just don't want y'all to think I'm ass. My Sheik is just not up there yet. But give it some time.
Playing your secondary. I got you.
Yeah. So, I can't really think of anything else that really happened at Summit that was like worth really talking about. So Meister, fucking love Meister. I still hate his gameplay, but like he's actually the homie, dude. Meister, like I would hang out with Meister at like just regularly. You know what I'm saying? No Smash involved. He's the homie. So
I've never actually met him, but I saw him like on camera, and he seemed like a really cool dude. So
yeah. No, He's pretty cool. Oh, the lie detector test thing was pretty funny. I'm surprised that they went with Meister instead of Arfang though, because I thought Arfang was more of an easier target. But I think Arfang, man, I feel like the entire summit, most of it, he was like really nervous. You know, like not even in his gameplay. Like I just didn't really see him into a lot of things or talking to a lot of people. But then again, I might have just missed it. So I'm not gonna say that was all him. I might have just straight up missed it.
It could have been like a situation where, like, you know, a lot of people are saying he doesn't belong there or whatever because, like,
yeah.
But if he didn't belong there, he wouldn't be there. That's how
he proved himself though. Like he definitely proved himself right at Big House when everyone was complaining. He got to his top 8, and again, even though he didn't win any games, he definitely had some very, very, very close games in almost every game that he played. So it wasn't like he was out there getting 3 stocked or anything. He just couldn't close it out at the end. Also, Armada never gets 3 stock. Don't forget. Never gets 3 stock. He's fucking clean. Don't know how he did it. I was so surprised. I was like, dude, how is he this nice? Like, how are you taking this? How are you at like 120 on your last stock before you take the first stock off someone and then you make it a last stock, last hit situation? Why are you that nice?
It's years and years and years of mental fortitude.
Never 3 stock, never 3-0'd, man. He doesn't know what a 0 means. He's like, nah.
I've never seen that in my life.
Never in my life will I get that.
Bro, there was that in Melee like a couple of years ago. He lost a game to someone that wasn't like a top like 10 players, top 20 players, something like that, for like the first time ever. And people popped up, even though he didn't lose the set, just because he lost the game. Because he doesn't drop games to people like that. So like just knowing like that's crazy to me. Like the fact that you just like you never have like a bad day where you lose to someone below a certain level. You know, like that would never happen in Smash 4 or Ultimate, like ever. To anyone, not even 0, like because he saw 0, he lost to people in sets.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely lost some sets, but I mean, never. I don't know, man. It's so crazy. So, but yeah, man. I mean, that was most of the summit. The ESAM stuff. Again, you know, it's not the end of the world. Smash players will blow the shit over in like a week, so it doesn't fucking matter. But
yeah,
you gotta. Your public image matters. You know what I'm saying?
Especially for someone like player.
Yeah. Like if you want to play the villain role, then do the villain role, right? You know, but if you want to be liked, then you can't pull the shit that he's pulling right now. Sometimes some of that shit needs to stay off Twitter. There was definitely a decent amount of salty tweets at the end of games. I'm pretty sure Mudace also salty tweeted too. Let me go back to Mudace's thing.
About to go check that out. But dude, that'd be so funny if ESAM just suddenly had like a heel turn and he became a villain. Like that's so random to me because he's always been like that happy-go-lucky guy on the camera, you know.
All right, here we go. I decided. No. I gotta find it. It was way back. Like it was like in pools. Some of it officially over.
And I was hoping that ESAM can overcome that Peach matchup, man.
Oh, cool. They ruined it. If you think Game & Watch is fair, I don't know what to tell you.
Bro, every month in this game, there's a new character to bitch about. I swear to God. Every month.
You said, were people actually upset at Light cheating at Mafia? They should have been. Stop cheating. You know? It's Mafia, bro. Like, the integrity of the game is ruined. Yeah, you might as well just open up the Twitch chat at that point in time and just be like, I think he's Mafia. No reason, just think he's Mafia.
It's literally like there's nothing on the line. Like you're just playing for fun. Like and you ruin the fun. Like it's like cheating like in an online game that there's no rank points or whatever. You're just cheating for the fun of it. You know?
There's no point in doing that. I don't really.
That made me tight when I heard about it.
What did Light do to cheat? Apparently he was talking during Nights Down and that was like he was talking during the Nights Down, and I also think that he was he like looked up at some point in time, or he wasn't fully covering his eyes. I forgot, but that was the argument. You gotta ask Leffen about what he did to cheat, but I remember that Coney was upset about it, Leffen was upset about it. So yeah, it was very interesting. Definitely very interesting.
Bro, I was really glad Coney finally got onto a summit, dude. Like I knew he belonged there like the second he finally got there.
Yeah, I'm trying to make him another staple. Me and EE are pretty much staples for Summit as of right now.
Right.
We're like the golden childs of Summit. 1, because we're never late. 2, because we never get 3 stock. No, we get 3 stock. I've been but
EE?
EE is he's never late, surprisingly. And you know, we go there, we do our jobs, we love doing our skits and stuff like that. So you know, we as of right now, I think we're the Summit Ultimate Golden Boys. So we'll probably be at almost every ultimate, but I want to make Coney a golden boy too, because he was also never late, and he brings something to the couch that I feel like a lot of people can't bring. So yeah,
I feel like that because like you two are the only ones that were brought back, right, from the last one.
Yeah, I mean other people got hit up, but I think they turned it down. Why didn't they do the commentator crew battle of anything this time? That was my favorite part of Summit. To be real, this commentator crew battle would have been way closer. There's no me taking 15 stocks. Like all the commentators who we played, everyone, we're pretty much going back and forth. I beat Katara more than he beat me this weekend, but Coney beat me more than I beat him. I didn't beat Virum, but the games we had a lot of close games. I beat D1 more than he beat me only on Wii Fit. Like he beat all my other characters every time he swapped. So it would have been a very, very close.
Better than the last one.
Huh?
Better than the last one.
Better than the last one for sure.
Yeah.
And then the only weak link, and I know I think I'm shitting on him for no reason, but the only weak link was EE, who actually spent mad time practicing with Korean. So I think that he actually would have been a contender if we would have did the commentator crew battle. I'm actually kind of glad we didn't do it though, because like I don't know, man. Like we did it last year, and all y'all did was bitch and complain about how we could be doing anything else. So I'm kind of glad we didn't do it last year, even though it made me look amazing. Literally, everyone was just sitting there like, "Why aren't we watching this at fucking 10 a.m. like you want to watch anything else? Like, get the fuck out of here." So
like, go to sleep, like, or go do something with your day.
Thrown in Korean and slept. Yeah, if we would have did 4v4 and thrown in Korean and slept, that shit would have been. That was down to the wire. That was down to the wire.
That'd been tight. You guys should have done like money matches or something. Like maybe. You versus Kitaro or something.
Nah, man. I think Kitaro sandbags, dude. Like, I think Kitaro sandbags because he was playing Snake. Well, I mean, he tried the Falco, but he went Snake, and I was like, dude, I'm a brawl player, man. I love the Snake matchup. And it doesn't matter who Snake it is. I'm down to play it, especially as Wii Fit. As soon as you pull a grenade the wrong way, that's a sun salutation in your face right there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I love it. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it for us. I think that's we pretty much covered everything we need to cover this episode. We'll have more to talk about next week, and we'll be home for the rest of the week. The only reason we didn't do one last week is because I was at Summit, and even though I had all the material to do such, I don't know. I didn't want to be doing it from the hotel room. So
it's not fun.
It's not fun. So, dude, I hate that matchup. I'd rather play Isabel versus Wii Fit. Damn. See, yeah, Wii Fit versus Snake is like it's not that bad. Like, especially when you can kill Snake dumb early with Deep Breathe, which is usually a problem for most people, is that they can't kill Snake. But like you can kill Snake dumb early with Deep Breathe, and if you ever read like any type of landing, an up smash will kill Snake at like 100 regardless. So it's a really good matchup. But yeah, so guys, if you are tuning in a little late and you want to watch the beginning and catch some of the stuff that we talked about earlier, or catch my Fortnite match, definitely check out Prediction Esports on Apple, iTunes. And if you have been here the whole time, just give it a click, because obviously every click we get gets us more revenue or more chances to bring more stuff to the stream, like giveaways and things like that. So give it a click if you can. Solid Jank will drop the link in the channel. And if you want to watch the video version of it, it will be on my YouTube a little later. So definitely check that out. Austy, any final thoughts?
None, dude. I thought maybe there'd be like a tournament this weekend, but I couldn't really find anything. So it seems I feel like we're winding down for the year. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have 2 tournaments? We have 2 tournaments left, basically, 2 big tournaments. And I'm not even sure if you can call it big yet, but yeah. DreamHack Atlanta and then Congo Saga. So that's yeah, those are my last 2 tournaments for the year. And then, we hit January hard with Glitch, and I think into Genesis. So if there's something this weekend, it's mostly local stuff, but I don't know anything this weekend that's big that like I'd be like, yo, go watch this. So yeah.
That's all for me.
You got to fix the bot. Wait, you put the bot's messed up. All right. You know what? I got it, bro. I got it. Hold on. I got it.
Fix up Nightbot real quick.
Here we go. Let me drop my Nightbot. Let me drop my Nightbot command in here. Let me go the Breezy. Okay. Let me go ahead and hit hard reads and just copy paste it, assuming I don't get banned. Hard reads. Okay, here you go. Oh, the hot copy paste. There you go. Fuck. Body.
Your message got deleted. He's like, he was not.
Oh, I'm timed out for 44 seconds too. All right.
No.
Well, Well, that's gonna be it. I'm not a mod in my own fucking show. Okay, well, guys, I catch you next time here on Hard Reads. Wow. Goodbye.